We all experience challenging and difficult situations in life. In the face of these complexities, it is not always clear how to respond, what to do, or what to avoid. It's easy to get stuck in these moments and stop moving forward in life. Wholeness with Naomi is a program that explores our experiences with such encounters and provides tools and strategies that can enable anyone facing these hardships to continue walking their path in life. We can't wait to meet you on this journey. Tune in, your life is about to change for the better.
Welcome to our program, Wholeness with Naomi, where we talk about difficult and different situations that you may find yourself in. More importantly, we talk about some of the tools that you can use as you navigate in these different and difficult parts that you may be finding yourself in. There's a word that we use commonly. It's called mother wound. And it's emotional pain. It's an emotional wound that is caused by the relationship that one has with their mother. Today we're going to be exploring this subject in depth from one of the counselors that we have in the country, Ms. Tendai Anapiri. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Wow, thank you. What an honor. Thank you very much, Naomi.
Ms. Tendai, as we start on this topic,
Yes.
help us understand, what is a mother wound?
The mother wound. You know, Naomi, tangofunga song yatinongoimba ye mai vangarega ere kuchengeta mwana wavo. So it's a very normal wound. Ndozvandoti vanhu vazive kuti it's very normal because even Mwari pachavo havasi kutombotarisira kuti mai varege mwana wavo. And it's in the scripture in Isaiah. Kuti mai havangaregi kuchengeta mwana wavo. And then Mwari ozoti however kune vamwe havo vangazorogedzavo kuti sei kuchengeta vana vavo ini ndinokuchengeta. How does it come about? Tatonoti naturally God does not expect mothers to do it. But ozongoti hake however kune vamwe vakakusiya. Saka mai vakakusiya either maybe through death. Zvakangoitika vanga vasingade kufa but zvakaitika. But will you feel left behind? That's the wound here, abandonment. Pamwe mai vakakupiwa vasiri kutarisira muupenyu hwavo. Maybe it came through, maybe she was abused sexually and so emotionally she was not ready kuita mwana. And chimwe chinoitika futi Naomi, pamwe wakafanana zvokuti do nababa vaye zvoti you are constantly reminding her of zvakaitika. And maybe mai rejects you. So you feel rejected. You feel unloved. Unogara uchipopotera, unogara uchiudzururwa, haugashiriki. Or it could be a situation that was beyond her. Pamwe vakarambwa. Vavanzisiya vana vangu. Hauna kuonoenda nevana vangu. Vaitodisa kuenda newe, but vavanzisiya vana vangu. You're not taking my children anyway. And
this is something that even as a child you may not be privy to.
Yes,
you don't know.
You don't know.
Under what circumstances did my mother leave me?
You are very right. You may not. I know Les Brown, because Les Brown was adopted. Mai vake vakavabereka, I think during war or something, and he couldn't. So vakatungana utononoka padoor vakati, please look after my children. Mumba pamwana chonoti nhamo yandinayo yakanyanya. Ha. Yeah, I know that in our culture, adoption is shoma, but irikupinda zvayo. Saka, as you rightly said, pamwe haumbozivi what happened. But problem irikuitika ndeyekuti ndikutarisa the now. I don't know what caused it. Or you have this activating event. Mom is not there. Then we call, tunayapane the B part, your belief. Vakandisiya. And because your belief is negative, and negative belief, it leads to negative emotions. Feelings. And it requires my feelings, those emotions. And then even the consequences, you know, which need that bitterness, and also maybe you are also bleeding onto your own children.
Before we go there, Ms. Tendai, yes. I just want to draw you to something. There are people right now that the mothers are there, they can see them, but they cannot talk to them. Can that also form part of the mother wound?
What happens, unfortunately, we are not told in that is Zivi, Naomi, but Mwari vakatisika takasiyana. God's way of creating variety. Kune vamwe vanhu vakanyarara ma-extroverts. Then kune vamwe vanhu vakanyarara ma-introverts. Ma-introverts, they want to be alone. So that could be your mother. She wants to be alone. My introverts, they don't want to work in my groups akawanda. Havadi noise. My introverts, havadi kuita ma tasks akawanda. then the extrovert, they are the opposite. And saka chiri conflicta, it could be our personality differences, right? She's there, but she's not there because chiri conflicta ma personalities edu. Une noisy, wa ugona kunyarara ere. And then vanhu vakadoroti sometimes they're not so affectionate. You want affection, you want to be hugged by this mom, but this mom is saying, "Ai urutadzomira wegere." And you're wondering what's wrong with this mai vangu. And also our love languages, but when we understand love differently, and you feel good, like now, in Shona, and we also conversing in English, because we understand good. You understand Shona, our listeners also understand Shona, they also understand English. So the language yavanonzo. Love as well, in my languages, the 5 ones, John Gray, the first one, okay, I'll come to the one you're hugging and cuddling, you're touching, you understand love when you can hug, can kedro. Why can't my mom do that? Saka vandidi. But my varuti, ndakupa fees, ndakupa chikafu. My understands love through giving. But you I want your hug. And Mume understands love through quality time. Mami has never attended any of your functions. Kana kuchikoro kana kupi. Very busy. And you're saying Avandili, she's never been there for me. Right? But in busy kukushandira. Especially like vazhinji vanorute maunzi. Ana mai pamori diaspora. Vanorichingitora mbuya kunoko. But mai varikuti ndakaomerwa saka ndikuti I have to work.
I'm doing this for you.
I'm doing this for you. But he's saying, I don't want that. My colleagues are my one. Why me? Saka mistake that we make is speaking our language, our love language, and expecting people to understand us. Or we are also expecting people to speak our love language. But when you marry to our language, I need to say, so it could be our personalities, it could be the mistake here, communication, we lack communication, it could be orientation, it could be also childhood garbage, even when you have maunds, amaivago. Maivako, vani maunzani, amaivao, amaivao, vani maunzani, ambuya. Saka we call them in counseling replicative scripts. Saka study background ya mama kambukura say, na amaivao. What issues is she going through? Because maybe she's still going through them. Or maybe the parenting was good. But mama pamwane jumwe zvakaita mu childhood yao vachikura. It could be kuwaumbwe. It could be maybe she was abused by chikura. It could be kuchikura pamwe teacher chayane zvakaita zvichivakanganisa. It could. So you also need to understand what is causing mai wangu kuti vaite what she is doing.
And from what you're just sharing, all of this, what you see is how your mother presents herself to you.
Yes.
All of this is building beliefs that you hold towards your mother.
Exactly.
My mother is doing this because she doesn't love me.
Oh, yeah.
My mother is doing this because she selects other children who are better than me.
Oh, yeah.
My mother this because how do those beliefs affect one's life?
As I said already, Pai, negative thinking leads to negative feelings, emotions. And it also leads to negative consequences. Mental disorders, stress, anxiety, depression, wrong coping mechanisms. Look at whenever we are taking substance abuse. It's also coming from the thoughts. But look at positive thinking, what we call reframing. Change your thoughts. For example, say you call your mom right now, Naomi, and she doesn't pick up her phone.
Why didn't she answer? I thought I was important to her.
Why didn't she answer? All right. How feel?
I will be feeling maybe depressed.
Depressed?
Or sad rather. Sad is a better word. Sad.
Sad. And depending on your personality, because you are keeping a record of wrong. The consequence, which is the say.
So you'd find how I'll be interacting with them.
Yes.
Because I'm feeling sad.
Okay.
I'm going to give off that energy. Either vandokushanda navo, vandokugara navo, kana kutaura ndichifara handishakwanisa kuita izvozvo nekuti ndokunzwa kusuwa mandiri.
So ndoda kuti ubatisise papo Naomi. Tati negative thinking anditika leads to negative feelings or emotions, and it also leads to negative consequences.
Okay.
Same scenario, same activating event. You call your mom right now, and then mai vangu she's so busy. Izoso vari muzviminda zvavo kuti vambodya mama vangu handifungi kuti vadya ini. What a blessed mother I am. Hembe ikandiwo vakatonditengera nekubhindauka kwavo nehustling yavo. I am the woman that I am today because of zvinoitwa namai wangu. God bless that woman. Unoswera uchinzwa sei?
Unonzwa kufara.
Unonzwa kufara. Handiti?
I feel loved.
You feel loved. Handitika, let's go on. The consequences?
Even how I interact with others in my relationships, it will be enjoyable.
It will be enjoyable. Kana utenda kumba, guys, I'm going home. Mai vangu ndofunga swara zvimindare kandi manyindo abikira. What has changed? Has the phone been answered? The activating event. Answered? Has the phone been answered?
No.
It hasn't been answered. But change.
What I believe.
What you believe. So always, which is the D, and that A, B, C, D. The D. Always dispute your belief when you have said thoughts. Because what you have a mother wound, mumba menyu pamwe muri 6, pamwe muri 2, pamwe muri 3. Is everyone saying ndine mother wound, or it's only you?
For some people that I've met, interacted with, it's usually in isolation. Ndiwe wega. Saka urikuonera kuti it's your belief. Naturally, masikiro atiketwa na Mwari, the introverted people, they are pessimistic. Okay.
They only see the negative side. Uyendi kuite makeup kondikaita rush. And usually the extroverts, they are always optimistic. They see the positive side.
Different personalities.
Different personality. We might put a glass of mazoe on this table, Ripper halves. The extroverts, because they are optimistic, they'll be happy. The glass is half full. The introverted person, right? Because they are pessimistic, they are looking at the same glass, Naomi. Same table, same room, same everything. The glass is half empty. And they are deeply affected by this tragedy of a half empty glass. Vatoruma gumbesi. Kana dziri ndimi varotoshamandika vachinamata. Kana they are casting out demons. This demon rakonzerwa rekuti the glass is half full. Kana kuri kuchechi vatori pama prayer points ndinamatireyo ndakasvika kumba ndikaona kumba kune the glass riri half full. Vamwe vachoni they are even confused because they are people pleasers. They always want to please people.
Before you continue, let's take a short break, viewers, to join me in the next segment. Welcome back, viewers, to our program, Wholeness with Naomi. Before we went on a short break, Mr. Ndai was sharing with us about personalities, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Please continue.
Yes. Now we're on those, the introverts. They are people pleasers. Vanoda kufadza vanhu. Handiti. Saka zvavanoda kufadza vanhu. Problem yavo ndeyekuti they get confused. Right? Is the glass half full? Is the glass half empty? No. Ndikati half full, vanhu vanozonditi. Ndikati half empty, vanhu vanozonditi. What was the question again? Saka mai havasi kuziva kuti ndo unhu hwako, ndo masikirwo wakaitwa naMwari. Vanokupopotera because you are indecisive, you are not goal-oriented, you are fearful of change, you are shy. Saka mai vanokuudzurura, vanokupopotera, vanokudi, ende uneka utsvina futi. Saka mai vanokupopotera. And mai zvavari kutoramba vachipopotera havasitoziva kuti vanotoita more damage to you. So you continue going in a shell just like a tortoise.
This is a lot, even for me just sitting here, to grasp the context of everything that's covered by the mother wound.
Yes.
But there are certain people, Mr. Ndai, who were actually told by their mothers with Andikude.
Yes, Varipo.
How does one come to a place where they are able to continue in their life?
Okay.
And we're talking about that person. We're also talking about even the one where they have different personalities.
Yes, but mai vakati handikuite sei handikude. And so again, Proverbs 4:23 Naomi inoti above all else
Guard your heart.
guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Again, kune personalities who personalize things. Mai vangu vakanditi havaite sei
Abandonment.
havandidi. Ukaramba uchizvichengeta ukazvifungisisa ukazvidi zvinokuafekta chironda chiye chinotoramba chichinyenga because hauna vamwe vaunoti amai besides evil. And chinonetsa when mai kana vasingakude because you haven't received love, you can't also give love. So it affects you even into adulthood, even into marriage, because you didn't get that primary love from mai. So it affects you nyangwe your own children pamwe hauvadi. But maybe there's somebody that could heal from that. And parents, above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Ukazvisiya kuti zvikupinde mwoyo mako zvedi zvinokukanganisa, your whole life, even your future is affected as well. But imbofunga kuti why doesn't mom love me? What happened to mom? Zvii zvakaitika. I like Cain paakatadza paipa Cain atadza. Mwari vakasangana naye vakati, why is your face downcast? Ukaita zvakanaka haungafari here. Sometimes mai havandidi because handisi kuita zvakaita sei zvakanaka. It could be another angle. But mai havandidi sezvizvo ndambotaura havasi kundida because ndakafanana nababa or ndakafanana natete or ndakafanana nemumwe munhu who is constantly reminding her of her own wounds. So it's good to find out so that is it really about me? Or it's about problem yakaitika that mai yavari kunetseka nayo. So find out chikumbokonzeresa because you can't change mom. You can't change her, but you can only change yourself by what you allow kuti zvipinde mauri.
That is quite profound, you know. Viewers, as you are listening, the only person that you have control over is yourself.
It's yourself.
Any change that you want to bring in the relationship where we're talking about yourself and your mother will come from you because you cannot control your mother. The only person that you can control is yourself. What is it that you need to do to ensure that whatever mom does does not come and have a hold and take a place in your heart and end up affecting you? Could it be this is how mom is? Can you change it? No, you can't. What is it that mom has gone through? It puts you in a place where you're able to understand the journey that she walked. And you realize that, you know what? Unlike me, the time that mom grew up, they did not have the tools that I have right now.
Oh, yeah.
They did not have the knowledge that I have right now of personalities that is being shared. We'll carry on with this conversation in the next segment. Let's take a short break. Thank you. Welcome back to our program, Wholeness with Naomi. Before we went on a short break, Mr. Ndai was sharing with us the effects that the mother wound has upon either you are a daughter to her or you are his son to her. People are listening, Mr. Ndai.
Oh, yeah.
And they have this question, so what can I do?
Wow.
I can relate to the information that you're sharing. I'm struggling with it right now. Right, I say.
First and foremost, vuma.
Okay.
Because zvakafana grief, when you're going through the grief process, unopinda shock and denial. No, it's not happening to me. Maybe I'll wake up, zvakuita zvinani. Pamwe bargaining, you go through that grief process. Allow yourself to grieve. Because you've lost that love. Allow yourself kuchema. And then, number 2, ndozvaitika, ndozviripo, vuma, ndozviripo. This is my situation. Problem comes with paunoramba uchiti no, handizvo. Yes, ndo situation yangu iripo, vuma ndozviripo. Number 3, varegerere.
Forgiving her.
Forgiveness. Hausi kuvaregerera because she's done what is right. Hausi kuvaregerera because you are a weaker party. No. Uri kuvaregerera because you want to heal. Now meaning there were moments ekuti pamwe ndatadzirwa nemwe munhu, right? I've learned kuenda pamuchinjiko zvakaita Jesu zvezve, or even Stephen, kuti baba varegerere mai vangu, baba muregerere shamwari yangu, baba muregerere hana zvanoziva. I want you to do that. Handiteitese Even of yours, let's do the same. Imagine yourself, you're on the cross just like Jesus Christ. Baba, if only they knew who I am, if only she knew who I am, she wouldn't be doing this. You remember even the typical example of Stephen. He was actually smiling, looking up to heaven. Why? Because he was not focusing on the stones. So I'm saying, when you are forgiving your parent, you are not focusing on the stones that are being thrown at you.
On that issue of forgiveness, some people would say, sorry, and that holds people.
You know what? Naturally, I want to go back to our personalities. We have my personalities. Vastorina, I am sorry in the DNA. So when you have that expectation, you continuously be disappointed when that expectation has not been fulfilled.
And it will not be fulfilled.
So in Proverbs, there are some children who curse their fathers and do not bless their mothers. So bless your parent unconditionally. Unconditionally. You don't bless them because they've done well, but you bless them unconditionally. And by so doing, you're not focusing on the stones. You'll be able to smile like what Stephen did. Because when you look, so remove focus from what your parent is doing. Forgive her. And when you're overwhelmed, help is available. Look for counseling services. Look for somebody. Pour out so that the said thoughts that are within you. And if possible, go hama. You're not going to nayo. Pamwe mai wawano wirirana nai. But again, weigh your pluses and your negatives. Because so you know your mother, what works for you, what works best for you. But nobody will now change. Bless her. Send her love and good tidings. Every person, including your mom, is your golden link in your chain of success. Look at the women like Stormy Omasha. We all know her. We've read her book, The Power of a Praying Wife, The Power of a Praying Children. Maivaki, vanga vasinga wirani, because Maivaki had a mental disorder. And I remember, I told you, even by the time she wrote The Power of a Praying Parent, The Power of a Praying Woman, her mom still vanga vasinga wirani. So you will find strength. Don't be a victim, be a victor. You can choose to change that replicative script. You can choose. Find strength. I like Isaiah 48 verse 10. It says, I have refined you, but not as I refine silver, but through affliction. It's
refining.
It's refining. And who is doing that? It's God. Psalm 66 again from verse 10, it says, for you God have tasted us. And then Panama tasted, there are about 6 of them. Pane, you've let people ride over our heads. But I like verse 12b. You know what it says? He will bring us to that place of fulfillment. I would like to say, God is bringing you to that place of fulfillment. Healing is available. One is really good. Imagine Paul and Silas were in prison,
They're
praising and worshiping God. Jonah, Jonah chapter 2. He says, when I think, verse 7 and verse 8, when I think about my situation, what's happening with Umrewa? Just like you, right? He's saying, when I constantly think about my situation, about my environment, verse 8, it makes me faint. When you constantly think about what mom is constantly doing to you, the wound will never heal. It makes you faint. My mental disorders. But I like verse 9. Jonah says, you know what? I decided to give sacrificial praise.
It's sacrificial.
You are praising and worshiping God. Per situation is Lord, I thank you. I have a mother. vaigona kunge dai vakandiuraya vaigona kundibvisa ichiri nhumbu. She could have, handiti, but vakandichengeta. Ndiri kugara navo mba, ndiri kutodzoka vachipopota vachidi, but vandibikira chikafu. She's there. Praise, sacrificial, sacrifice praise. It's for your own good. What happens in verse 10? Immediately after Jonah started doing that, verse 10, God instructed the fish to vomit Jonah.
What was happening around me no longer had an effect.
You know, Naomi, I did a study when I was doing mental health and addiction on women who are living with substance abuse and addiction. You know what the root cause is? It's not the economy in Zimbabwe. It's not peer pressure. The root cause for most of them is dysfunctional homes.
It's the family, the family structure.
Saka ukaramba uchiti mother wound, ucharamba uchirwadziwa. It's going to make you faint. The next thing, you are going to take those, because emotional pain, you know, words. Ukaita ronda panapa Naomi, unotrama ointments, unodi, but emotional wound,
Always remember, what you magnify is what grows. What are you magnifying in that relationship? Viewers, do join me in the next episode. But in the meantime, let's continue on Wholeness. Thank you.